when life gives us a lemon, we make lemonade. When life is really tough in the financial situation wise, what do we do? Do we usually get froze, panic, maybe hopeless, or maybe lonely, maybe sad, maybe doesn't know where to go to, or maybe get lost even? So in this situation, what do we do? Well, here's the answer for you. Let's get to it. Pressure make diamonds. In this tough situation, what we get to do is we get smarter. So now let's go in detail how we can do it. So if you do not know me, my name is Mira. Really good to see you. I live in Southwest Florida. I live by choice here because, in life, we usually wait for days that one day I flip the coin and I say one day is now. So that's what we do in here, in this channel, that I try to educate and inspire people here that, you know what, you can do anything in this world when you set your mind to it, but you have to have a little bit of discipline and some consistency and a little bit of strong mind get to it. I live with my husband and amazing son and also awesome puppy. I used to work in the corporate America, and it is really, I enjoy every piece and bit of it, and working as a brand manager or our US licensed custom broker. And I left the whole world over there in order to get more time with my son and also enjoy more life when we're living at it. So everybody has a choice. It doesn't mean that my choice is the only choice. You can do a lot in your own way. But today's video is talking about overcoming the financial challenges in a really tough time. So number one is that sinking fund is a very important thing to have it always in your account. So what is a sinking fund? If you do not know it, I made a couple of videos already. Go and check it out. I'll link here, appropriate over here for you. Short story is it's a strategy that you make saving account particularly for particular things that you want to use it for in the later time. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. So for our situation, it was a car. Its car is a sinking fund that you can do it for. It could be a year, it could be 3 years, it could be maybe 5 years, who knows? Depends on what kind of car you want to purchase. One day we were driving on the highway, my husband's car broke down, and it was a very scary moment for us, all of us. So when the car broke down, initial reactions is like you were freaking out and you were panicked, you were scared of this moment. But the consequence is there's gonna be kind of like money leaking consequences gonna come, which is we cannot deny that it's gonna happen. When you have a car, you gotta maintain it, right? You gotta fix it, and you also have to buy a car at some point in your lifetime. When the car is broke down, there are a lot of things gonna happen, right? Can your car stay able to drive? Because somebody can come and pick you up. If those two things are not gonna happen, and then you have to start spending money, and that is sinking funds coming in for you. Yeah, it is absolutely tough that putting you in a tough spot. Number one, you have to figure it out that if your car insurance gonna pay for it. Most of the car insurance gonna pay for it if it's a certain perimeter. But unfortunately, at the time, our car is need to be picked up by the toll, by the car insurance company. It's out of the perimeter, so which means we have to pay for it. So it was $75 that we have to pay for it. And then since the car is not drivable anymore at that time, we have to go analyze more with our naked eye. We cannot find it what the problem is. It need to be checked out by the car service people. We have to get that Uber. So living in the United States, you think like, hey Mira, you never ride Uber car before? You're absolutely right. I never get to ride the Uber car before, and I'm so thankful for that. That was the first time. It was quite an experience. So that's one the sinking funds coming in to rescue you. So I will definitely gonna make a video about how to, purchase a car in this situation like this. So the next thing is that money is just a tool. So what does it mean that? So last week my puppy went to ER. I didn't know how to behave at the time because I have my child sitting by me, and I was like, trying to figure out how to compose myself and trying to figure out how can we proceed with my, my dog, my Romeo. And it was a very tough moment, but the first thing that when we walk into ER, they say like, you know what, are you gonna save a life? I say yes. Are you gonna pay for it? Can you afford $800,000? I say yes. Obviously, I was able to say yes without going to credit card debt. Or obviously I wasn't thinking, oh, do I spend credit card or do I spend this account? I don't care. I didn't care literally, because I know I have saved up every penny every day however I can. So when they ask $800,000, I say definitely yes. So I was able to say it because, without thinking it, because I know money has my back on me. So that's why money is a tool that in a really tough situations, like you don't have to think about second important thing, which is the money. It could destroy or it could help. So you always want to choose like it could help you. By doing the sinking funds for certain things, it will help you. And also using the money as a tool in order to go to your next step of your life, which is extremely important. Yes, I was broken down into pieces. At the same time, I was able to know that I don't have to worry about the money. Last whole week was quite a ride for us as a mother, a foreign mom, and also as a human mom. I have to make sure that I stay composed. I take a day off from my work, and which means like I can do that because that's my company, right? And plus, like I didn't have a pre-schedule or commitment and appointment to help the patients and clients on that day. So, which is lucky for me that I did not have to apologize to anybody, and I was able to take a day off for me and able to spend time with Romeo. Yes, Romeo is alive, which is the God blessing. That I don't know what I would do, without him, because I really love him, and he's such an amazing for me. I last 13 years, like he's my best friend. Like I could talk to him anything, good or bad, all the great news, everything. When I passed the custom license program exam, I was like hugging him and I was telling him that I finally did it. And it's just a moment that he's there for me. Yes, he didn't talk to back to you, as a human, but he's there for me with eyes and smiles and love and kindness. So I couldn't lose that big support things that he has been there for me. So I was there for him to support him everything he need. So money is just a tool that if you know how to use it, it's gonna serve you well. You really need to know what your core value is and need to remember them. I was emotionally broken down because I want to visit ER. I was very concerned. I was going through the journey with Romeo, emotionally, and poor puppy has to go through that. And physically I'm breaking down because of the he wasn't sleeping at nighttime. He was because of the medicine, it was making him feel like very tired and making him feel a little bit wowsy and rousy. So I kind of pet him the whole night and couldn't sleep. And I slept on the floor with him, put a blanket on the floor and I have a pillow on the and I just like pet him and make him sure he's happy. I do whatever it takes to give him a comfort. So I was physically exhausted. And then also like mentally I was shutting down. Like I couldn't think of a next step. I had to like making sure that I'm surviving, able to support my dog and able to make sure that my son is doing his job that he can do for schools and for eating. Then I have still cooked meals at home, um, things like that. So I had to make sure that I'm still able to operate. So all those tough times, emotionally, mentally, and physically, I was shutting down. I was exhausted to the level. I still trying to remember that this is who I am and I can do it. So my core value. So knowing that there's a balance, I have to work on it, making sure that I don't fall apart, so that way I can still support that who I love the most. And number 4 is like kind of reinforcing the number 3, which is that being aware of yourself, self-awareness, and also train yourself. So training is before you even self-aware of yourself. It's kind of like people think other way, but the truth is that you have to train yourself. So when the tough time is coming in, you actually kind of becoming reflected yourself. How to train yourself, for those financial challenges when the things come, so you can spend money that whenever you need to. You can read the books as self-awareness books or self-discipline books. Or you can also come and watch YouTube channel like me over here, Healthy Wealthy Mogul, Mira, over here that always there for you, like giving you the life experience examples, my previous life or my current life or my future life that I'm building it. So this is something that you can learn with me and together we can go through the journey together. And by doing that, you can do the sinking funds, building a sinking fund. You can also be consistent, learning your self-control, not impulsive purchases. Things like that you can do that. Those are the journey that all my channel is all about it. Or when you train yourself every single day, kind of without feeling it, and then when the times come, you are aware of yourself, that your training kicking in, and when I help you that able to go through that tough time, in the tough time. So yeah, the short story is that I was able to pay all the bills, the medical costs for Romeo at ER without getting into debt at all. I didn't even have to use a credit card. Yes, I did use a credit card to pay for that cost, and I just kind of put it back from the sinking fund that I save up for Romeo for Romeo. And then for the car purchasing, it's also that we also, yes, we did purchase a car with the cash, and I know it's so amazing. I will definitely make a car video about it, what to watch out and what not to do and what to do video for you, so stay tuned for that. So when you're self-aware of it in the tough time or in the financial situation, tough situation happening, you can do like eating the comfort food that you like, or watching any shows that you can watch. Like it could be, something that free that you can watch, something you already watched before, make you feel comfort, make you feel like kind of self-centered, and make sure that you're not falling apart. It could be you can talk to friends that who can understand you, who love you no matter who you are, or you can come and watch YouTube channel that is self-comforting, that actually help you go through that tough time. And those are things that you can do in the tough times, and when you train yourself very well, and you can do it. And so that's my experience with that. And yes, we did purchase a car, and Romeo is alive, and I'm trying to be 24/7 like person for him. So it is not an easy journey to buy a car with cash. And when we purchased a car, the salesman came and talked to me before we make the transition, money transition. He came and talked to me. He looked at me. He said, "Where are you from?" And I say, "I don't know. What should I say? I should say I was from St. Louis." Obviously, he meant to ask where I was from. I understood that. So I say I was born in Burma. He was really happy to meet a person who was born in different countries. And he said, this is his exact word. Like he say, "Wow, it's so good to see that someone able to make this and becoming successful, and also able to buy a car with cash, and not most people can do that." So he said he's very proud of me, and I was like so validated that obviously sometimes you do so much something every day, and you were kind of like forgetting, like, because people doesn't really recognize what you're doing amazing things yourself. And sometimes you're just lonely, or you feel like sad. Sometimes that's how I feel. But the journey was not easy, the saving money journey, and able to do that with cash was like an amazing thing. I was able to do that with front of my son. He was so proud that I was able to do that. It's not just only me, but my husband there too. I'm more like a saver. I'm more like consistent, disciplined, and organized, and make sure they happen. At the end, he's like kind of more like take it easy and a little bit laid back, and that kind of person. So I have to like kind of train him on, as I'm training myself, save up money for the next car, right? So yes, the journey was, yes, there was people there along with you, but then sometimes you feel lonely that you were the one who is making it happen. It's really tough when there's a situation like that. So we purchased a car. It's not a brand new car. We were never planning to buy a brand new car. Maybe one day we might buy a brand new car with cash. I was so grateful that we were able to do that, and I just want to share with you guys good news. And it was just a really tough days and tough week for us, and I'm so glad that I'm able to come back to you on YouTube today and share with you. And I made I made a couple of videos before that I'll edit those videos later on, and put it up. Those were the video that I was trying to do it on last week, but I wasn't able to edit anything, finish it at all, because things happen like left and right. And this is like buying a car, saving a life for dog, and not able to sleep. It's kind of really was tough. So I have to cancel all the appointments and anything that I was committed to it, because I wasn't able to move my body. So thanks for understanding, everybody, in real life and YouTube live over here. And actually YouTube is not YouTube live, actually it's a real life. I'm not faking anything here, and I'm not telling a true story over here, because what is the point of me telling the fake story or fake everything here? I don't even have a makeup here. Yes, sometimes I do wear makeup. I feel like, oh, I want to look a little bit more prettier. Who knows? But you know what? The truth is, I am pretty as I am, and I cannot fake anything at all. And this is where I live here, and I'm making video outside here so that way my puppy won't get excited because he really like when I make videos. So I don't know where I'm gonna make in the future a video, but this is where I found here at this corner. So I want to make video over this corner. Maybe someday I'm gonna make the corner over there, or maybe I'll make the video by the bush over there. So you know what? I hope you enjoyed this video. In real life, real financial challenges, but we made it through, and I hope you made it through too. I'll see you in next video, and I love you guys so much. Talk to you later.